And you'll see that in a minute. I'd also like to...
What an entrance.
I'm sorry.
Style.
I wanted to do it.
And Pierre Dulaine, the star of Dancing Costumes. From the movie The Founder of Dancing Costumes. I'm going to use up all your applause because we have some very, very special guests as well. Some young ladies and gentlemen. We have Lois, we have Noor, we have Ella, we have David. So you can take your seats. We do have a few minutes. This is your time. I think an amazingly unique opportunity to ask people from the movie, the people behind the movie, any questions that you have. Do we have a microphone that we're using for the questions? Oh wow, that was fast.
How many hours of footage were there?
Okay, that's for me. We actually shot almost every day. We were in every class almost of Pierre, and so we had like a lot of footage, like maybe 400 hours or 500 hours. And I always like to share that one of the challenges of the film was that we couldn't cast the kids before, because I didn't know who are the classes that Pierre are going to work till he actually started. And then there were 150 kids, and how do you choose the ones? And of course, we filmed a lot of kids who you see very little in the film, and we shot a lot. And also, the interesting thing is that on the opening night, even Noor told me, "Oh, you see me very little in the film," because we shot so much of that.
And actually, as a follow-up, Pierre, how many hours is the program? So how much time did you spend with the children?
The actual program, when we do it everywhere else, is 10 weeks long, twice a week. But in Jaffa, I had to bring the two communities together. So I taught them for the first 4 or 5 lessons separately. And then we had 7 sessions at what is known in Hebrew as the matnas. If you speak Hebrew, I believe it means the community, the Arab Jewish Community Center in Jaffa. That's where I got them together after school. And I can tell you, the first 3 times, I don't want to say they were a waste of time, but because it really built up. Then they came together a little bit better. I was there 15 weeks altogether because of Passover and holidays.
Wait, another one over here, then we'll get to that side.
How have you managed to keep it going for 2 years and reach the 1,000 kids?
The program is continuing in Israel, and our site director, ladies and gentlemen, Dancing Classrooms has 31 cities in 5 countries. We're in Jordan, we're in Israel, we're in Canada, we are in USA, we are in Switzerland, as well as St. John, St. Thomas, US Virgin Islands. But with regards to Israel, it has now grown from Jaffa and Tel Aviv. It's now in Haifa. It is in Galilee, it is in a place called Holon, and I believe 2 other smaller areas near the Tel Aviv area. So, and Mir is doing a great job. I know that. Diane, how is it going on there?
I think part of it comes from the education board, and then she's got to raise the rest of the money to continue. But the goal is to just continue it class after class and in more and more schools. I mean, the goal for us as filmmakers was to get people to see it, so this program could be in every school, in every city, in every country. Because it's incredibly powerful, as you all know.
So a question over there, in the front row.
I was just going to ask what kind of work you did with the parents in advance to get their enthusiasm where we saw it here in the film.
Well, as Hila said, we started with 150 kids. We ended up with 125. And if you're following our Dancing Classrooms program, we can only have 6 boys, 6 girls for a team match. We had 84 altogether. The others came along to support. But I had been to Israel 3 times before, September, December, January, with difficulties. I speak Arabic with a Palestinian accent, and that was the biggest help. It opened the window, they trusted me, and so for the Muslim community, boys and girls don't usually dance together. But somehow the program is not about the dancing, it's about everything else. The self-esteem, the confidence. And then with the Jewish families, they were okay having their children dance, they knew the benefits, but dancing with the other side. But I smiled.
I just want to say, there were several Palestinian parents who were dead against this, and they did not want their children dancing in the program, so we sent Pierre in, because Pierre can do anything. And he was able to show them the statistics of what had gone on in America and how the whole academic record of the kids changes from going through the program, because of all the life skills that they learn. And through that, this guy came on board and got all the other parents to come on board.
And I think more than anything, they look at Pierre, and first of all, they all said, we rarely see someone from us who come back to give back to their own community. And also they see him really as an example of someone that succeeds in life, and their goal is to give the best opportunity. And I think this is something very unique, maybe also to Jaffa, that you see someone like the fully veiled mother who let actually her daughter dance with a boy and from the other community. So I really think that the fact that Pierre is from there, like no one else could have done it, that's for sure.
This question over there.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the specific age group is that you guys target, and if there's like a continuing education plan where they can continue dancing, or they just get
It's
that.
all about money. I say it very, very quickly. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be sarcastic. The program is working with mainly 5th graders, which is the last grade of elementary schools. And then in New York City and other cities in the US, we work with 8th graders. And we're now working with 7th and 8th to give them a double whammer at it. And my dream would be for all of the schools to have it, let's say, in 5th grade, then again in 7th and 8th, so this way it can stay with them a bit longer. But honestly, it's a fee-paying program. We must raise 50% in New York, as well as the other cities, in fundraising, So it's not easy for the schools, and the more schools we go into, the more we're in the red.
Shameless plug, see dancingclassrooms.org. There was a question in the middle.
I just was wondering if we could hear from our stars here about what it was that made them decide to participate.
She's shy now. Okay, Lois will start, and then we'll go to Noor.
תגידו בעברית, אני אתרגם.
That's Hebrew.
I'll translate.
Anyone speaks Hebrew? Oh shit, so I have to actually say the right thing.
Have to be careful.
בהתחלה אני נורא התרגשתי מהתוכנית הזאת, כי אני עוד לפני התוכנית הזאת רקדתי ריקודים סלוניים, ואני נורא רציתי שכל הכיתה שלי תדע מה זה בעצם ריקודים סלוניים ועד כמה שזה כיף לרקוד בעצם. ואחרי זה, אחרי שסיימנו את התוכנית הזאת, הייתה סוג של הקלה בשבילי, שכל הכיתה שלי כבר יודעת עכשיו מה זה ריקודים סלוניים. בקשר לילדים מהבית ספר האחר, בהתחלה זה היה די מוזר לרקוד עם מישהו שאתה לא מכיר, גם בגלל שאללה נגיד למשל לא מדבר טוב כל כך עברית. הוא יודע עברית אבל לא מעולה, וכשאני רקדתי איתו, כשהכרתי אותו, הוא ידע פחות טוב ממה שהוא יודע עכשיו.
Okay, I'll translate and we'll get back to the English. Okay, so first you said that actually it's very unusual in Israel, but Lois actually loved ballroom dance since she was little, and she was dancing before, but nobody in her class, they barely really knew what it is. So she was very excited when she heard that's happening because she knew that now everybody will know what it is, and she was very excited that they would actually learn to dance. And of course, for her, she really wanted to dance. I'll also add that she is now in this very famous dance group of the Scouts of Tel Aviv. And then asked her how was it with the other community, and she said, it was a little, weird, or it felt a little uncomfortable at the beginning because she, it's people that she doesn't know. She also pointed out that Allah, when she first met him, he didn't speak very good Hebrew. That side note, she didn't say it, but I'll say it, that to me this is a symbol of how wide this gap is. If Allah didn't speak Hebrew, it's just show that there is no interaction. Okay, so did you say anything more after the language? No. So it was a process basically for her to meet the others. Okay, so I'll tell you what she said today when we asked Noor today why you wanted to participate in the program, and she said that she fell in love with Pierre when she met him the first time.
I just would love to hear from the young men also.
David. In English. No. Sorry. In Hebrew. How did it feel?
הרגשתי מוזר בהתחלה, כי פחדתי כי לא הכרתי את הבן אדם שהייתי צריך לרקוד איתו לפני, וכאילו זה היה כזה מוזר לרקוד עם מישהו שאני לא מכיר, ואז כאילו כבר לא הרגשתי כל כך מוזר, כי הכרתי את הבת זוג שלי וזהו.
He said at first he was very shy and it felt very weird to dance with someone that he doesn't know, but as the program as everything progressed, he felt more and more comfortable, and he got to know his partner very well.
أول مرة لما كنت ترقص رقص لحالك بعدين ترقص مع بنت يهودية كمان. احكي بالعربي أنا بقدر أترجم بالعبراني إذا بدك إذا ما بدك. يلا احكي شوي.
أول إشي يعني استحيت، بعدين فكرت بروح على طريق مستقبلي، وعز عرفت إنه أنا مش على طريق الصح.
Okay. At the very beginning, he was very. Oh, are you translating to you, Hila? Are you translating to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Good.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. At the very beginning, he was very shy. But as time went on, it became a bit better because somehow his parents encouraged him to. It is the correct way to do things.
Okay. There's one over here. Is the tree grown?
They're 13 years old now. So time flies. Do they love New York? بتحبوا New York? And ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm cutting in like this. They loved Paris. They were with us in Paris 2 weeks ago.
Was when they went to Paris.
And they were so scared when it was coming down.
So I think we have time for one more question. I think this hand has been up before.
It's for the kids also. I thought you guys were great. How does it feel to see yourself up on the screen? And are you movie stars at home? What's it like with your friends?
ואם אתם מפורסמים בישראל.
בוודאי.
She said, of course, we're famous.
Fantastic.
If you want to hear the truth, don't ask a child.
Alan wants to tell you how it feels to be seen on the screen.
بالعربي حبيبي.
استحي.
He said he was very shy to see himself on the big screen suddenly.
If I may butt in, please, Hila. Last year, on May 2nd, the film premiered at the Doc Aviv Film Festival on a great big screen on the beachfront in Tel Aviv. And we had all of the children, plus other children, and we as leaders for these children, sat next to each one of them like this. Because we were so nervous for them to see themselves, especially for Noor seeing herself cry at the grave, etc., etc. But now she walks like this in Jaffa. She's brilliant.
And they came to all the screenings afterwards.
People recognize them on the street and stop them, so they are movie stars.
Actually, in Paris, they went with Margaret to buy cheese, and someone stopped them there and said, "Oh, you're the kids from dancing."
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Escort position, perhaps.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Another round of applause, please. So before we go, we do have one more introduction that I have to make and ask somebody to come up. I would like to welcome His Excellency, Angelo Antonio Torriello. He is the ambassador to the permanent mission of Sao Tome and Principe for the United Nations. He is our patron, and he is a supporter of dancing classrooms.
There's not much to say because I think that we meet people like Pierre and of course all the staff. There is no words because we can see what they have done. So besides to be a great pleasure and a great honor to meet them as human beings, but it's a touching experience as a souls. When you meet such of souls, you realize that you can do anything. So maybe I cannot do so much, but as a diplomat, of course, before to be diplomat, I'm a human being, but as a diplomat, I could do just a small gift to him this evening. He doesn't know even, because I have requested me and other diplomats, of course, to Ban Ki-moon, our Secretary General, that he has to grant him an honor of a peacemaker, because the job that he has done is a job of a peacemaker. Thank you, Pierre. In the name of the United Nations, we are granting you really because you are a peacemaker. Thank you so much for what you are doing. Thank you to all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a party, so you're all invited to 45 Downing Street for hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and we can talk more and dance around a little bit. Thank you very much.